स्वामी महाराज एवं उपस्थित समस्त वैष्णव संघ के चरण कमलों में मेरा जथा आज संध्याकालीन सत्र में हम लोग प्रारंभ संवाद के बारे में कुछ श्रवण कर रहे हैं, जिससे कथा थोड़ा आगे बढ़ाते हुए सभी वैष्णव लोगों ने अपने अपने सुंदर विचार को कैसे भक्ति में हम कैसे आगे
how in devotion we can progress.
केवल vaidhi-bhakti के द्वारा
Only by vaidhi-bhakti
केवल vaidhi-bhakti आचरण करने
and only following vaidhi-bhakti,
हम लोग कहाँ जाएंगे?
where we will go?
बताओ।
Tell me. Vaikuntha.
अरे तुम से जो बोलो।
Vaikuntha.
Vaikuntha में।
So if we just follow vaidhi-bhakti, then this can take us only to Vaikuntha.
तो
But to be able to achieve Vraja by following this raga-nuga-bhakti, we'll be able to achieve until Golok Vrindavan. He said, say loudly. So, if you say loudly, then I know that you're here. Otherwise, I think you're sleeping. So now we are considering about all these topics. This, by following this path of vaidhi-marga, little by little, how we'll be able to enter this raganuga-bhakti, and how we'll be able to associate from devotees who are in this line and hear from their lips of the sweetness of this Vraja bhakti. Then in our heart, this greed for this will come in our heart. And greed means it's a very strong desire to be able to achieve that kind of devotion. Very strong desire. We need this. If we are not hearing Harikatha, from where this greed will come? That's why, especially, we need to hear Harikatha. That's why our acharyas, they give special emphasis in hearing Harikatha. So after this, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, please tell me further. So he told about Dasya Bhakti, Sakya Bhakti. And when he told this Sakya Bhakti is the essence of all goals, then he spoke about Vatsalya Prem. And then Mahaprabhu, what he told? This is the essence of all goals. And after this, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu request him to go further. He said, this is Uttam, this is topmost. So, Mahaprabhu told this is topmost, but still go further. And then the essence of all goals is Kanta Prema, love of the gopis, the love of the beloved. So Mahaprabhu, he has desire actually of hearing this. But what is this Kanta Prem? There is one side Kanta or Kanta. So Sridhar Goswami Pad says Ka Anta Iti Kanta. Kanta, like with long again. Where is the end of that? Means their love. Where is the end of the love? Means like the love is like a big ocean, like Pacific Ocean, like big, and it's so deep. How deep is it? So in the same way, the love of the gopis, the love of the Kanta, when there is a mood of love and beloved, there the prem, who can describe the limit of that prem? So that's why they give an example. So, this is a verse of Uddhav when he was praising to the gopis. Nayam Sriyam Gunatanta Rate Prasada. So he's saying that how fortunate are the gopis. They get the special mercy of Krishna.
अथवा
or
कृष्ण
Krishna,
ऐसे गोपियों के कैसे प्रेम प्रति आदि
how much love he was
इसी
having for
तरह
these gopis. That's why I say Nayan Adma.
उद्धव जी
So Uddhavji is
उस
telling,
शब्द के द्वारा
by these words, he's showing how he's astonished.
ऐसे प्रेम
How much love they have.
ब्रजगुरु के हृदय में ऐसे प्रेम
They have so much
इसे
love in the heart.
रासरूपी महाउत्सव में
When they were
क्या
in the
बोला?
middle of the festival of Rasa Lila,
रासरूपी
Rasa-rupi Mahotsav, when they were in this very great festival of this Rasa Lila,
कृष्ण
at that time,
स्थिर रख नहीं पाए
Krishna could not,
और जल की स्रोत जल
like,
वहां पर अपने स्थिर रखना संभव नहीं होता
like when there is
एक दूसरे के हाथ
when there is something that is not possible to control it. Krishna could not keep himself like stable. So when there was this great festival of Rasa Lila, with this loving affection of the gopis, Krishna himself cannot become like steady. He was very restless. That's why he was embracing the gopis. Why? Because this love of the gopis is so sweet. So here in this verse is saying so nicely. There is a very deep consideration in this. Here it is describing about the mood of the gopis. That's why they say Bhagavad-bhakti, Bhav Sandhi, Bhav Sandhi, and so in Kanta Prem there is different consideration of Bhava, and we need to understand these things. Otherwise we will not be able to understand. In Ujjvala Nilamani, Srila Rupa Goswami Pad, he has described all these things very nicely. And on top of this, Srila Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur and Srila Jiva Goswami Pad, their commentaries are so beautiful there for Ujjvala Nilamani. Until we will not enter this, we will not be able to understand. We will not be able to understand what is the mood of the gopis, what is Kanta Bhav, what is the mood of a beloved. So like Ramachandra Prabhu told me, I will not speak of that. So in reality, the love of the gopis is so deep. Like that's why it's compared to a big, big ocean. When it comes to big storm, at that time, all these whirlpools that they create become so big, it brings the water up. So in the same way, in this the loving exchange that we have is so deep that Krishna himself cannot keep himself. He cannot keep his composure. He's like very restless. There's so much beauty, the much sweetness that are manifesting there in the form of waves in the ocean. They are like waves in the ocean. So in this ocean, these waves are coming there. And so our ocean where there is waves, then the people will go to see them. But if there is an ocean without waves, no one will go there. So in the same way, when there was this rasa mandal there, and the gopis' moods were like waves in that ocean. Do you understand taranga? Ha, taranga means waves. If you understand, you say ha, and if you don't understand, say he, who. Hanji. So each one of the moods of the gopis is like one wave. And by the waves of their moods, then the Krishna of Krishna becomes very restless. So this has been done. That's why he said, alas, how fortunate, the kind of fortune that the Vraja gopis achieve. No one, what to speak of the people, the woman of this world, they cannot achieve something like this. Swarjosita means the woman of the Swarga, this very, very beautiful woman of the celestial planets. They also cannot achieve this. For them also it's not possible. And Bhishma Chakravarti, he explains also, even the woman in Vaikuntha, even the queens of Dwarka, they cannot achieve this kind. All the women, for any of them, this is possible. They cannot get the great fortune that the gopis got. For them, it's not possible. In this big festival of the Rasa Leela, in the like the kind of waves of moods that the gopis were manifesting. Even Lakshmi Devi in Vaikuntha, she's always there. But also this kind of fortune that the gopis got, Lakshmi cannot get that. And also in Mathura, also it's not possible. And also in Dwarka, it's not possible. All the queens of Dwarka, they also cannot get this great fortune that the gopis got. But how the gopis got this great fortune? So in relation to this, so this is what we are here now. It's very beautifully. Even women whose from bodies come such a beautiful fragrance. From their bodies coming a fragrance that is like a lotus. So nice. So these Vraja Sundaris, how fortunate they are. Krishna himself, in middle of this great festival of Rasa Leela, when there was all these different moons, Hava, Hela, Kila Kinchit, all these different bhavs were manifested. Actually, I'm saying some words, but there is a definition for each one of these moods. In Ujjvala Srila Rupa Goswami described each one of these with example. What means Hava, what means Hela, what means each one of these moods. Until we don't understand these words, until then we'll not be able to understand this. So we are doing kirtan, like Gurudev would say. We're like someone is singing a song of Narottam Das Thakur, but they don't. If we don't understand the meaning of the words, then how the mood will manifest in our heart? The mood of that song, how this will manifest in our heart? We are singing maybe very nice melody, very nice like rhythm and this, but until we do not understand the real meaning, until we will not sing like with the mood of the inside, then how, with the meanings, and how the moods can manifest in our heart. So many ordinary people do so many kirtans. They do like very nice melodies and other things, very nice. But if the kirtan is together with, if one understand properly the meanings, and then understanding the moods inside, then we can enter there. What is the moods inside us? So in the same way, all these different kinds of moods, they are like, there's 20 types of bhavalankars. In this Sangita Shastra, there is description of all of these things. Those who enter in this, there is a consideration for each one of them. So that's why Ramanatha himself, he wrote Jagannath Balavanatha. Jagannath Balavanatha. So he wrote himself a book. And Ramanatha himself, he was teaching this to the Devadasis. These Devadasis, very small girls, like maybe 12 or 14 years. From 12 to 14 years, they will stay in a solitary place, this girl. And he was teaching all these moods of these songs, like we heard before. Pradyumna Mishra, when he told to Mahaprabhu, I want to hear Harikatha from your lotus lip. And then Mahaprabhu, he told, I don't know Harikatha. If you want to hear, go to Rai Ramananda. You should go to Ramananda. And when he went to Ramananda, then Pradhana Mishra, he was a Brahmana and he was a Brahmachari. He came, and at that time he was sitting. And someone told him, he asked about Ramananda. He said, no, Ramananda, right now, he's in a solitary place. This Jagannath Vallabh Natak that he wrote, according to this drama, he's teaching to these small devadesis how to express this drama for Jagannath. So there is very beautiful description of this. So after he did this, Pradhana Mishra, he thought his heart was little disturbed. So, in a solitary place, actually in the scripture it says, like, even in a solitary place, even with a mother or with a sister, with a daughter, if someone is to stay in a solitary place, like even some transformation can manifest in the heart. Even a person who can be very scholar, their heart can become like moved. So he was there with these girls of 12 or 14 years in one solitary place. So that's why Pradhana Vishnu, he didn't like so much to hear about this. He was thinking, how is this possible? So then he left from there. And he came again to Mahaprabhu. And Mahaprabhu asked him, did you hear Harikatha? And he said, no. Mahaprabhu said, go again to Ramananda and tell him that I send you to him. And then I send you to hear Harikatha. So the next day, when Pradhana Mishra went to Ramananda, and after he heard from Ramananda, when he told Ramananda, Mahaprabhu sent me. So all the katha that Mahaprabhu spoke with Ramananda there in Godavari, this Ramananda Sambad, when Ramananda described this to Pradhana Mishra, and when Pradhana Mishra saw all these moods, he was very astonished. So, if we cannot understand, I think it's coming up. So here is saying, Kanta Prema. Kanta Prema is the so before this Mahaprabhu, he was explaining Vatsalya Prema. But when it came the topic of Kanta Prema, this is something very deep. This topic is very deep. Gambhir Vishai. The topic that is very deep. My Gurudev said, Santa Dasya Sakya Vatsalya. Until there, people can understand. Because this can also see in this world. People know in this world about Santa Dasya Sakya and Vatsalya. But actually, this Kanta Prem, they cannot understand. When we hear of this, we get a material conception about this, so we can understand. But this is transcendental. The kind of relationship, the kind of love that the gopis offer Krishna, it looks like it's something like a material something. Like today we went to Kamyavan. We were hearing something about Kam. The word Kam. Actually, Kam means desire, Abhilas, Icha. So what is the topmost desire of the jiva? This is what the verse is saying. The word Kam, actually this word is Kam, when it's related to transcendental word, this is the topmost thing, because it means love. But when we're using this word Kam for this, but the word is the lowest thing, is last. So the kind of the love of the gopis, the Kam of the gopis, this is actually pure love. when the word kam is used for the gopis, is pure love. Like that, the love that is like completely pure, like a sun. And, and then this last is like a darkness, because this last takes the jiva to covers the jiva to ignorance. And Prem is like a pure sun that illuminates. It's like the sun has given light. It's illuminated. So the last is taking us down, and the Prem is taking us up. So when we go to the temple, we go to have darshan of deity. Where is the deity sitting? In a throne, in a higher place. So when we are going to Thakurji, we are looking upwards. You should hear properly. So where is going our view? Upwards, to see the Lord. And after having darshan deity, where we look downstairs. Like yesterday we went to Barsana. When we were going in the stairs, our view was going upwards. And then after having darshan, when we were going down, then our view was going down. It's true now. Say ha. Ha. What is the meaning of this? There's eyes with love and eyes with lust. This is what we need to understand. Until we cannot have eyes of love, full of love, then we'll not be able to see this transcendental thing. That's why if we will see this come, we'll think like the last of this material world. Like the same way that a lusty person, he sees like a lust everywhere in this world. Whatever he will see, everything he sees, he just see lust everywhere. That's why there is a Sanskrit saying that say he cannot see anything else, he only sees lust everywhere. But when someone has the eyes of love, then everywhere he will just love. Whatever you see, he sees his Istadev everywhere. Whatever. So, until the sadhak will not come to the stage of bhav, all these things will not be able to understand them completely. Will not be able to experience them. Now it's time. So how can we get this love, like eyes full of love? When these eyes with love will manifest, then the material, the lusty eyes will go fully far away. So when the sun is coming, the rays of the sun are coming, like automatically the darkness goes away. So if someone will say, if you want to just say darkness, go away, it will not go like this. It will not go. How can we take away the darkness? We need to bring light. As soon as we bring light, then darkness automatically goes away. So we need to illuminate. So we need to have Prem. So until there will not be light, then how darkness can go away? So that's why to take away darkness, we need light. That's why we need to hear. So we can see the Lord by hearing Harikatha. This is writing in Bengali in Devananda Godema. By eyes you cannot have darshan. To have darshan of the Lord, you need to have ears. So we should, by hearing Harikatha, then in our heart, all the types of anarthas will go away.
ये कथा का श्रवण
So by hearing Harikatha again and again, Bhagavan himself enters in our heart and takes away all the darkness. That's why we should hear this Harikatha. If we don't hear Harikatha, we think I have no qualification. I have no qualification. But you should hear. By hearing, then all darkness will go and you will become qualified. If you don't hear, then from where qualification will come? So by hearing Harikatha, it will become qualified. That's why there was this loving quarrels between Srila Sripad, Vaikuntha, and Trivikrama Goswami and Srila Gurudev. So instead, so who can chant Nam? Mukta Purusha, liberated person. Are we liberated? Gurudev will ask, are we liberated? They will have this loving consciousness. They say, if we are not liberated, then why you are chanting? We're there like this will fight. So then you should stop chanting. So when I will become liberated, I will be able to chant. Like this, Gurudev will fight with him. Say no. By hearing, by taking shelter in Nam, little by little, all the impurities of our heart will be, all the darkness will go away. And little by little, will we achieve qualification. And how will we be able to achieve? When that day will be mine. All the offenses will go away. I will develop taste in chanting pure name. And this like transcendental power will infuse in our heart. When Nityananda will give me His mercy, and He will take away all my material desires. He will give me the shadow of His lotus feet. And He will give me qualifications for this market of now. So Bhaktivinoda Thakur is singing there, when the day will be mine, when the day will come. When Nityananda Prabhu, He will give me His mercy, and He will, all this darkness of my heart, all the anarthas, He will take them away. And He will give me qualification to chant Nam. And by chanting Nam, by the mercy of Nam Prabhu, all the darkness will go away. And then I will be able to achieve this by hearing Harikatha. Until we will not hear Harikatha, then our heart, from where all this darkness will go away. How will go away? So that's why we need to hear. What means kila kinchi? Each one of these, there is 20 types of this alankar. We are singing Nana Vida Alankar Pare. So, what are all these decorations? Nana Vida Alankar, different types of alankar, of decorations. So, Nana Vida Alankar. So which kinds of decorations? So tomorrow I will tell.
ध्यान दें, कल परिक्रमा जो